Oh man, how time flies fast. Exactly 1 year ago today, the Montreal Canadiens took a bet on a player in the second round, and that happens to be our best prospect a year later. And yes, that is obviously Lane Hutson, picked 62nd overall, an absolute steal. And in a redraft, I could bet you in the next 5 years, he'll be looked at as a top 10, maybe even a top 5 in the draft class. So in today's video, let's take a quick look back at Lane Hutson's year. To start off, let's take a peek at his NCAA season. Lane Hutson put up a whopping 48 points in 39 games. And don't you forget, he is a defenseman. So yes, this is crazy impressive. This is not just a forward going over a point per game. This is a first-year defenseman. By the end of the season, he was one of the top pointers in the NCAA, and he was tied with another great young defensive prospect in Luke Hughes. And you know what? If we want Lane Hutson to turn out to be a young defensive prospect, to me, Luke Hughes is the guy I want him to be up there with. Also, Lane Hutson ended up getting awards like every other week, every month. He was the Rookie of the Week, Rookie of the Month, Player of this, Player of that. He did not stop getting awards. And yet, he did not get nominated for the Hobey Baker, and that is a huge mistake in my opinion. Anyways, outside of the NCAA, he did not slow down. In the World Juniors, Lane Hutson was a part of a bronze medal winning USA team, where he put up 4 points throughout the tournament. I know, that is no Connor Bedard numbers, but hey, it's not terrible. You gotta remember, Team USA was prioritizing defensemen like Luke Hughes, so Lane Hutson didn't get as good of a chance as Luke Hughes did. Now, continuing along the international lines, Lane Hutson played with Team USA in the Men's World Championship. And point-wise, he did better here than he did in the World Juniors. He put up 6 points in 9 games. But to me, what is most impressive about this tournament was the highlight reel goals Lane Hutson pulled off. I mean, let's just roll back this clip. Let's take a look at Lane Hutson's penalty shots. Like, what is that? Someone's gonna have to start asking the real questions here. Is that Patty Kane or is that Lane Hutson? On top of that, we have this end-to-end goal, which is pretty much a Cale Makar-esque goal. Just some beauty goals here from Lane Hutson. Anyways, Lane Hutson will be returning to Boston next season for another year in the NCAA. But before that, he decided to humiliate some of our prospects in the Habs development camp. To me, he looked like the best player on the ice by a mile, and that is just what you want. Because in my opinion, if you want a player to succeed in the NHL, they're gonna have to shine in the development camp and just dominate it. And Lane Hutson did just that, and that is some great news. Anyways, guys, that is gonna be all for today's video. Like I said, 1 year later, Lane Hutson, 62nd overall pick, and he is our best prospect in my opinion. What a steal of a pick. So if you did enjoy today's video, don't be afraid to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Now with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Take care.